Before starting this lesson, why don't you try the warm-up? Write in expanded form, then evaluate. Try not to use a calculator. See if you can remember what to do with exponents. Here we are in expanded form. Remember what an exponent means. It means that's the number of times you're multiplying the base by itself. So in the first instance, the base is minus 9. It's multiplied by itself twice. So minus 9 times minus 9. A negative times a negative is a positive. 9 times 9 is 81. Here it looks similar, but there's no brackets. So the base for this power is actually just the 9. So it's the 9 that's multiplied by itself twice. The negative sign just stays in front. So it's 9 squared. 9 times 9 is 81. Negative sign in front makes it negative 81. In this one, the base is minus 3, multiplied by itself 4 times, which is positive 81. But then we have that minus sign in front, so it's minus 81 overall. Here, a lot of people freak out when they see a fraction, but you needn't worry. The base is 2/5. It's multiplied by itself 3 times, so that's where this comes from. 2/5 times 2/5 times 2/5. When you multiply fractions, it's the numerator multiplies across, so 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And the denominator is 5 times 5 times 5. That's 125. So the answer is 8 over 125. This lesson is about exponent laws. So we're going to extend upon what we've learned already about exponents in Spiral 1, and we're going to start putting more than one power together. So here's my first example, expand and simplify. So let's take a look at this first one. 2 to the exponent 3 times 2 to the exponent 4. Well, I can expand this like I did in the warm-up. 2 to the exponent 3 is just 2 times 2 times 2. And I'm multiplying that by 2 to the exponent 4, which is just 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So it ends up being 2 multiplied by itself 7 times. So now I'm going to simplify that to 2 to the exponent 7. And we can do the same thing over here. M to the exponent 2 is m times m. M to the exponent 5 is m multiplied by itself 5 times. So if I'm multiplying all these together, really I'm just multiplying m by itself 7 times. So I can simplify this to a single power. So let's make a rule. When multiplying powers with the same base, what do we do? Here I'm multiplying powers with the same base. What did I do to simplify it? Well, I had an exponent of 3 and an exponent of 4, and I ended up with an exponent of 7 when I simplified it. Here I had an exponent of 2, an exponent of 5, simplified it was 7. So what am I doing with these exponents to get my simplified power? Well, I'm adding them. 3 plus 4 is 7. 2 plus 5 is 7. So when you're multiplying powers with the same base, just add the exponents. More visually, the rule looks like this. A power times a power. They have the same base, different exponents. You add the exponents to get a single power. So at this point, pause the video and try to simplify these expressions to a single power. So a single power has one base with one exponent. So for the first one, I'm multiplying powers with the same base, so I can just add the exponents, 23 plus 17. So my single power is negative 2 as the base with an exponent of 40. Over here, I'm multiplying powers with the same base. I'm just multiplying 3 powers with the same base. But the rule is the same. I just add the exponents. Now, one thing that a lot of people get stuck on is when they don't see an exponent, they forget that that just means the exponent is 1. So when I add up 5 and 3 and 1, I get 9. So as a single power, this expression is a to the exponent 9. Down here, be careful. You're multiplying powers, yes, but these don't have the same base. This base is x, this base is y, so you cannot simplify this expression any further. It stays the same. Now let's look at Dividing powers with the same base. We'll start by doing the same thing. We're going to expand and simplify these expressions. Well, 6 to the exponent 7 is just 6 multiplied by itself 7 times. 6 to the exponent 4 is just 6 times itself 4 times. So what do we do from here on out? Well, you'll notice if you have a fraction and you're multiplying and dividing by the same number, those just cancel each other out. Times 6 on the top, divide by 6 on the bottom, they cancel out. I do that again. I do that again. I do that again. Now what am I left over with? I'm left over with 6 multiplied by itself 3 times. So when I simplify this expression, it boils down to the single power, 6 to the exponent 3. And we can do the same thing in this expression. P to the exponent 5 divided by P to the exponent 3 leaves us with a single power, P to the exponent 2. So what's the rule when dividing powers with the same base? Well, let's take a look. Here we have an exponent of 7, an exponent of 4, and to simplify, we ended up with an exponent of 3. Here, an exponent of 5, an exponent of 3, simplified it's an exponent of 2. Well, in the previous example, when we were multiplying powers with the same base, we added the exponents. So what are we doing here? We're subtracting. 7 minus 4 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. So when dividing powers with the same base, subtract the exponents. And here's a more visual way of seeing that. Any number with an exponent divided by the same number with an exponent equals that number when you subtract the exponents. So here we have more than one power. Here we've simplified to a single power. Pause the video and try these ones on your own. Here we go. Just don't forget, if you don't see an exponent, it means it's a 1. We're dividing powers with the same base, so we subtract the exponents. 50 minus 1, we're left with x to the exponent 49. In this expression, the base is 0.3. We're dividing powers with the same base. 5 minus 2 is 3, so we end up with 0.3 to the exponent 3. Well, here we have something different. Here we have a power as the base of a power. So this is called a power of a power. So here we have the exponent. The base is 2 to the exponent 3. So that would be 2 to the exponent 3 multiplied by itself 5 times. Well, if you recall from before, when we're multiplying powers with the same base, we can simplify by adding the exponents. So this whole thing would simplify to 2 to the exponent 15. What about over here? C to the exponent 2 to the exponent 3. This is a power of a power again. So we're taking this c to the exponent 2 and multiplying it by itself 3 times. And when we simplify that, well, we're multiplying powers with the same base, so we have to add the exponents. And we end up with c to the exponent 6. So what's the rule for simplifying a power of a power? Well, we've got 3, 5. What do we do with those to make it 15? We've got 2, 3. What do we do with 2 and a 3 to make it a 6? We multiply. 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 3 is 6. So when simplifying a power of a power, multiply the exponents. So here I have a visual representation of that. Any number with an exponent raised to another exponent, you multiply those exponents together to get your single power. Try these ones. Here the base is minus 5. Multiply those exponents to get 12. So my single power is minus 5 to the exponent 12. Here I have v as my base. The exponents are 3 and 12. So I multiply the exponents to get 36. My single power is v to the exponent 36. My last examples just deal with a combination of all these different exponent laws. So remember, there's the rule for multiplying powers with the same base, dividing powers with the same base, and then a power of a power. So we're going to work through each of these examples step by step using our exponent laws to simplify to a single power. So for this first one, a to the 5 times a to the 3 divided by a to the 2. So we've got multiplying powers with the same base, and then we're dividing by a power with the same base. Well, if I just look at the multiplication here, I'm multiplying powers with the same base, so I'm going to add my exponents. So my numerator is a to the exponent 8. So now I have division of powers with the same base. So I'm going to subtract the exponents. My answer is a to the exponent 6. 8 minus 2 is 6. So now I have a single power. That's as simplified as it gets. In the next one, I've got multiplying powers with the same base in the brackets. Then I've got a power of a power dividing by a power. So I've got a combination of all my different rules here. We're going to work through bedmass, so brackets first. What's in the brackets? M times m to the exponent 3. Well, remember, if you don't see the exponent on this one, it just means it's a 1. So I'm multiplying powers with the same base. I add my exponents, 1 plus 3. So that's m to the exponent 4 in brackets. Now I've got that to the exponent 2. So this is a power of a power. So I'm going to multiply my exponents. 4 times 2 is 8. So now I have m to the exponent 8 divided by m to the exponent 2. I'm dividing powers with the same base, so I'm going to subtract the exponents. 8 minus 2 is 6. So my answer as a single power is m to the exponent 6. Here are some trickier looking ones. They're trickier because now I have more than one base. These bases are not the same. So I can't use my rule here to somehow combine these exponents because I'm not multiplying powers with the same base. These are different. But whatever is in the brackets has an exponent of 3. So I can think of this as a to the exponent 4 to the exponent 3 times b to the exponent 2 to the exponent 3. So I have a power of a power twice. So let's look at the first one, a to the exponent 4 to the exponent 3. That's a power of a power, so I'm going to multiply my exponents. That's a to the exponent 12. Now I have b to the exponent 2 to the exponent 3. That's another power of a power. Multiply my exponents, 2 times 3, so I end up with b to the exponent 6. So my final answer here is a to the exponent 12, b to the exponent 6. And that's as simplified as I can get. These are not powers with the same base, so I can't combine them using my exponent laws. For this expression over here, I have a similar issue. I have two different bases, a and b. Our rules only apply to powers with the same base, so let's look at the powers with the same base, a to the exponent 3 divided by a. Remember, if you don't see the exponent, it means there's a 1. So we have a to the exponent 3 divided by a to the exponent 1. We're dividing powers with the same base, so we subtract 3 minus 1. That's 2. So we have a to the exponent 2. Over here, b to the exponent 2 divided by b. Well, subtract the exponents. 2 minus 1. That's just 1. So I can just leave it as b to the 1 or just b. So overall, I have a to the exponent 2, b as my simplified answer. And for the last example, let's get really tricky. We're going to throw in 3 different bases here, and we're going to apply our exponent laws as we can. So here I have powers of a power, x to the exponent 3 to the exponent 7. What's that? Y to the exponent 7, z to the 5 to the exponent 7. What is that? Then we've got to divide by all of this. Pause the video, see if you can do it, and check back in here. Well, first off, I'm doing the power of a power here, so x to the exponent 3 to the exponent 7, power of a power, multiply the exponents, it's 21. y to the 1 to the exponent 7, multiplied, it's 7. 5 times 7 is 35. Do the same thing down here. The exponent on the x is 1, raised to another exponent of 3, multiply the exponents, it's 3. 2 and 3, now it's 6. My next step will be to divide my powers with the same base by subtracting the exponents. So when I do that, 21 minus 3 is 18, 7 minus 6 is 1, and 35, don't subtract anything because there's no z on the bottom. So it just stays as z to the 35. So my simplified version of the expression is x to the 18, y, z to the 35. Now all these exponent laws does take some getting used to. Try the practice questions, see how you do. If you're getting stuck, let me know, and I'll do my best to help.